Woo! It's showtime! Woo!
Alright, so the last tier list that I made was about, I don't know, oh my, it was literally over a month ago, which is fine. Today I'm going to be updating the JP Dokkan Fest tier list for this month. We have 2 new units, which is perfect because we got 2 Dokkan Fest back to back, including an epic EZA for the one and only physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, who finally moves out of the C tier list. I swear, this guy has been stuck on this tier list for, I don't know, years, and now he's finally getting moved up. Now before we even move him up, let's just check what he does. So, when he's EZA'd, he gives 3 ki, 130% to all stats on Super Physical, and 3 ki to 90% to all stats on Extreme Physical, which are great leader skills, by the way, if you're planning on using it for Battlefield. His super attacks are somewhat changed, they're not changed dramatically. His 9 to 10 ki does immense damage and massively lowers defense. His 11 ki, which is probably one of the best ones in his kit, does massively raise attack for 1 turn, immense damage, and attacks become effective against all types. That's really good if you're actually giving him additional. I don't know if it only works with just a super attack, or when this attack effect comes off, it could work for other super attacks as well. But I'll have to see if I continue testing him. But I believe it's how it works. And his 12 ki greatly raises attack for 1 turn and does immense damage. Honestly, that's a pretty good kit. It's a lot better than what it originally was before his EZA. So I have no complaints with this whatsoever. His passive changed dramatically. Before, he used to lose defense after 7 turns, or per 7 turns. Now he gains defense and he has a medium chance to dodge for 7 turns, which is great. Plus he gets 70% attack. So on top of his 150% attack and defensive buff, he gets 70%, an additional 70% attack and 30% more defense, plus a medium chance to dodge, which is about 30%, obviously, for 7 turns from the start of turn, not from first appearance. There's a small difference between both of them. If it was from first appearance, then this card would be actually a lot better, because then once he appears in the rotation, then this would kick off, and then you don't have to worry about having to go through the next 7 turns, having to like dodge and have defense and all that stuff. But since it says from start of turn, that means whenever your first rotation is without him, that's when his passive kicks off, which is kind of a shame, but it's still really good. I'm not gonna lie. His links are really great considering what he's on. So Fusion, Hybrid Saiyans, Machibu Saga, Super Saiyan 3, Final Trump card. What else? Particus Warriors, which is great. And did I say Youth? No, I didn't say Youth. So yeah, pretty much those majority of the categories, including Special Pose, actually does work pretty well. His stats though, his stats are really high. Yeah, it's like 19k, but it's still high, still really high for a rainbowed unit. 55% is actually pretty good as well. But overall, I do like this unit's mechanic. I'd say I'm going to finally move this guy up to probably double S tier just because of this part alone. He's not going to be too effective on the, God of Destruction event, or the Legendary Goku events, or any long-term events like Legendary Goku or Infinite Dragon Ball History. But he's still pretty damn powerful. Not gonna lie, he's still pretty damn powerful. So double S tier, probably like the low end of double S tier, high end of S tier, all that stuff. So that's where he's gonna land. And yeah, I think that's the only unit I'm going to be updating. Let's get through everything else. Now, one thing to quote: please EZA this guy. He's the only one that's still down there. Please, seriously, please update this guy. EZA him, please. He needs one badly. But we'll have to wait and see what they're going to do with the category EZAs, including the other EZA, Neo God EZAs. So or 120 elites is what I should be saying. But yeah, let's hope what they do with those. But for now, I think those are all the updates. Time to move on to the 2 new units. So getting him out of the way, we have the new unit super attack, Super Saiyan Goten and Super Saiyan Trunks. Now this unit is really good, considering that they're mainly a third slot unit. They could be a first slot unit if no one's attacking them from the front, but they're mostly a third slot unit. They're really good. They're Prodigus Warriors category, or yeah, Prodigus Warriors category. It's actually pretty decent. You got Blue Vegeta, you got King Piccolo on here, Goten and Trunks that kind of work well with the physical unit. Who else? You got Frieza on there, okay. Frieza, mostly Vegeta's, Frieza's, Broly, actually, pretty good. Goten and Trunks, Khalifa. Khalifa's actually a pretty good addition to this team. But you got a pretty good mixture of units in here, which is great, considering Piccolo finally got an additional category in here. So I say their category is actually pretty decent. But what do they do under super attacks? So in their regular double Kamehameha super attack, they just raise attack for 1 turn and then does immense damage, nothing too spectacular. But when they do their unit super attack, they can do a triple Kamehameha. So how to activate it is basically simple. All you need is a Trunks kid, Goten kid in the same rotation, or Krillin on the same team. So if you guys don't know, the movie Heroes Krillin is by far one of the best units in the game. Well, okay, yeah, best units in the game. Let's be honest. Best banner unit is what I should be saying. Not only is he a Sabers category, a sub-leaper Sabers category, but he's a great super class ally. Oh my god. Gives 2 key 30% to 30% attack and defense to all super class allies, which is perfect. He also gives an additional 2 key and 30% to super class allies when there's a Trunks or Goten kid in the same rotation, which is honestly what he's actually made for. So since you need this guy, or either of each of their own characters, so either Trunks or Goten, this works perfectly fine. So they're really powerful once you have this off, and having them get support from Krillin, if he's on his rotation or not, works really well. No, actually he needs to be on rotation because of his passive. Oops. But they're still really good. But what does it actually do? Just greatly raises attack for 1 turn, does immense damage, and raises allies attack by 30% for 1 turn. Yeah, that's actually pretty damn amazing considering what they actually can do. Their passive, Fighting Kids, gives them 150% attack and defense when performing super. That's the reason why they're a 2nd slot unit. It's because of that alone. They also have a great chance of getting an additional 50% attack and defense, and another great chance of getting an additional 50% attack and defense. And then they get 1 key, up to a max of 3 key, and 10% attack and defense up to a max of 50%, and a chance to dodge by 7% up to a max of 30% per attack evaded. The reason why it's actually the reason why this is prevalent, it's actually kind of useful, is because of your active skill. So your active skill gives them 6 key and gives them a guaranteed dodge for 1 turn. This can only be activated when there's an ally that includes Trunks, Goten attacking the same turn, starting from the 3rd turn of battle. Yeah, think about that. If you have this unit as the lead, and then or in the team, and then you have Goten or Trunks, yeah, this is not hard to actually activate. I'm not gonna lie. So this is very useful. Plus, since they have dodge, this part of the passive, where to start? This part of the passive is going to kick off. I think the only way you can get the full part of the passive off is if you're in SBR or the God of Destruction, or probably long-term events. But those are probably like the only things you could probably get. Those are probably the only events you can get into in order to actually beat them. But that is just how it actually works. But I do like their active skill, so giving him 6 key is It's a really fine ability, I'm not gonna lie. Plus dodge is actually also fine as well. A great mechanic, it's pretty easy to get. Their links: Innocence, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Prodigies, Budding Warrior, Prepare for Battle, and First Battle. Link them up with just Goten or Trunks would actually just get their whole link set off. And their categories are Hybrid Saiyans, Joint Forces, Movie Heroes, Youth, Super Saiyans, Kamehameha, and Prodigal's Warriors. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they're also a Kamehameha lead as well. The second Kamehameha lead, I kind of wish it wasn't, but not gonna lie, they are doing a Kamehameha, so it works. There are 3 key HP attack, 170 and 130% defense. Great lead, honestly, and they're pretty damn good. I think they do like 7 million around that range. They're just that good. And their stats: almost 18k HP, 17k attack, and literally 10k defense. That's pretty damn good. And combined with all their passives, and they are calculated separately, I believe it's like, okay, 500% attack and defense after evading 5 attacks. So literally it's just after their active skill. Without their active skill, it's like 400% attack and defense. So yeah, that's pretty damn huge. So giving them additionals would actually be prevalent to this unit itself. So where do they land on exactly? This is kind of tough, because they're a second, third slot unit. They can dodge on their active skill. They have actually a pretty good category itself. So maybe I could go with, it is kind of hard to actually put them somewhere. I'm gonna be strictly honest, I love them a lot based on what they actually can do on their kit, and I've seen what they can do. They're pretty disgusting. Okay, I'm gonna put them on here because of what they can actually do. Because they can dodge with their active skill, they can get ki with their active skill, like a huge amount. They can get attack and defense. They have a higher chance to get, like a 70% chance to get all their buffs, well, excluding the third part of the passive. And their super attacks are actually pretty easy to get off. The unit super attack as well. So I don't think they'll have trouble getting ki. I think it's just the fact that you just have to find a way to consistently get their supers off. Let me see which links give ki. Oh, Prepare for Battle is the only one that gives out ki, but you're gonna have to link up with, I don't know what other units would do that, right? Now you think about it, what other units actually do that? Prepare for Battle wise, maybe, okay, so Gohan. Yeah, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan would work. Goten, okay, Goten Trunks? Okay, there's another Goten in there. So probably just Goten in general would work. Oh, there's Gotenks in there, so I guess, yeah, I definitely guess this could actually work. You do have decent options. Okay, Trunks is in there. There we go. I was trying to look for that, but yeah, this actually does work pretty well. So yeah, triple S here is where I'm going to put them. You're gonna have to put them in second slot majority of the time, but I think they can actually handle themselves for sure. And finally, how long are we into this video? 13 minutes? Okay, so it's not going to be too long like the others, but the reason why I did that is because of the new God of Destruction event, so I had to reformat everything. But Broly. Okay, let's be real here. Broly is good. No, not good. Great. He's a great unit. Stacks attack and defense. Gets a huge buff. Reduces damage. Gets crit. Launches an additional that has a medium chance of becoming a super, which, by the way, is going. This is the only thing that has prevalent to its active skill. Gets more ki. It has another chance of getting a super attack. Reduces more damage and gets more crit when you're attacking within the same turn after performing a super when there's a pure or hybrid Saiyans. Yeah, let me tell you something. Pure Saiyans and Hyper Saiyans are like literally 70-80% of the game. Like that's just the highest it can go to, like 70-80%, 90% of the game. No, actually 80% of the game. That's a lot, okay? I love this unit. I like how the unit is actually designed. The problem with this unit is that you'll need 4 super attacks to activate his active skill. That's the only thing. But let's just go over what he actually does. This is the new legendary Super Saiyan Broly. He's a planetary destruction or movie bosses category lead, 3 key, 130% to HP, and 170% to attack and defense. He's released on both global and JP, so he'll be included in the next tier list for global as well. Planetary destruction. You know what's up. Well, the reason why Piccolo's on here is because 1, he destroyed the freaking moon, so that makes sense. Taros is on here. That's good. Wait, what category is this Broly on? Let me see this for a second. Exploding rage and human deeds, planetary destruction, movie bosses. Okay, so he doesn't have terrifying conquerors, which makes sense because he's an evil asshole. But you can link with this Broly. There's Cell, Frieza's on there, which is awesome. Turles is on there, which is great for him because he's the only one that does all 3 key and 40%, I believe. Yeah, 3 key 40%. We also have Golden Frieza. We also have this guy who doesn't work well with 2 with him, I guess. You got Cooler, another Turles. Oh my god, beerus. You got Kid Buu, which will be a great option actually. You also got this Broly. You got a pretty good selection here actually, so I'd say this is a pretty good category at its finest. I'm thinking they're gonna plan on adding more units to this category, especially when throughout the first couple of months they released units from movies, movie heroes, and movie bosses. So I'm thinking they're going to add more units to this category for sure. But as of right now, just Broly along with movie bosses and this category, it's actually a pretty good combination. What else does he do? So his active skill gives him 6 key and 60% attack and 60% attack, effective against all types for 1 turn. This is a really good effect, but with this, it's going to take a while for a couple of reasons. 1, a medium chance is 30%. 30% chance of getting of the additional becoming a super. You could be very, very lucky and get his active skill off like in less than 4 or 5 turns max, or minimum actually. But if it doesn't go off, it'll probably be like 6-7 turns. I'd heard this is a very controversial topic, so I'm not gonna go there. But it's not bad. But once you see what if you have him and you've seen, oh, I'm consistently getting it pretty quickly or not as quickly, then this is a 50-50 active skill. But I do like what he does, not gonna lie. He does pretty well. He can pretty much last in God knows how long. He's really good in really long-term of longer events, like the Infinite Dragon Ball History event or the Legendary Goku event, not gonna lie. He has chances of getting supers. He gets ki among his additional attacks. He gets damage reduction, 2 different types of damage reduction. He gets 2 kinds of critical. He gets, just 18% crits on both on his passive. And on top of all that, he's stronger. He's pretty much a stronger unit against Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans. His links, one of the only links I don't like out of this is Hardened Grudge. Berserker's okay. You need to have 50% or less, but I think you're not going to activate Berserker as much because of what he actually has in his freaking super attack. But if he gets hit first, if you put him in the first slot, chances are you could activate it. But I think one of the links that's going to not activate as often is Hardened Grudge. Okay, maybe Hardened Grudge because you have. Okay, no, you can't. Yeah. Maybe you won't, unless you have this guy in the same rotation, or maybe this Broly and Paragus, but they're not as great. But at least you have something to activate it with. But otherwise, it's going to either you're going to have to link him up with this guy or this one, or this one. Some units you could probably activate it with are these 4 units, I would say. Okay, why isn't the tech one? Oh wait, the tech one doesn't even have it. Well, you could probably just activate it with these 5 units straight off the get-go. I'm not saying you probably should have them on the team in order to get it, but this is what I highly recommend for things such as this. But yeah, that's what I would say if you wanted to really activate a Hardened Grudge. But otherwise, his link set is actually pretty good. His categories are obviously movie bosses, pure saints, planetary destruction, and human deeds. Getting an actual lead for this would be nice. Exploding rage, full power, and target Goku. Yeah, he's gonna be pretty good on target Goku for sure. Movie bosses, pure saints, planetary destruction, full power. I say this guy's a pretty solid unit. Yes, his stats are pretty good as well. But overall, by getting his active skill along with everything in here, it's gonna be like a 300% buff right there. While being effective against all types, bruh. But I like what he does. He can last in long events. He can at least be stronger against hybrids of pure saiyans. He has damage reduction. But only... Okay, so the only damage reduction he'll get if you're not facing against a pure or hybrid saints is this one. But otherwise... Yeah, you're only gonna get this if you're not facing pure or hybrid saiyans. But otherwise, if you are, then this will come with this. That's all I'm gonna say. Otherwise, it's just 18% damage reduction, 18% crit. But he's a very good unit, so where do I place him? Good question. Good question. I have... this is gonna be a weird one. Okay. Maybe I'll place this unit along at triple S tier. I might think about changing it soon rather than later. But I think for now he will have to stay the way he is at the moment. But yeah, so let me see if I can actually get this in the way. So okay, so it's nothing going to obscure it. I'm going to change my thing right here. There we go. This is the tier list for March 2021. 2 new Dokkan Fest units, 1 upgrade for the ECA, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Hopefully this one gets it soon. I expect it because this year is mostly movie bosses, movie heroes kind of stuff. So maybe once this guy gets a new version of himself, or get a new Dokkan Fest, or get new Dokkan Fest Super Saiyan 3 Goku, or when he gets an ECA, I would definitely move him up and just remove the C tier in general. But we'll have to see until later. But this is the official tier list. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below on what you guys think of this tier list. What do you think I should change? Should I move anyone up or down? Do you guys like this tier list at all? I certainly do, because it's my thought process, my crazy thought process of getting this all down into one freaking gigantuar freaking tier list. But that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.